Yo. That's way more serious than I was anticipating.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Jamie from JC Dynamics. After my first flight videos, I haven't flown the drone very much since in the last week or so, but I figured I'd show you what came in the Neo FLYMORE kit, and I bought the extra controller 3 for FPV flight. But this extra 3 batteries came with the thing, and this controller here. So gives you the throttle, gives you your motion up and down, or you can use the joystick too for menus and selecting and cameras. Your power off, which is that, but in combination, besides using this controller, you can actually use the goggles, and tilting your head side to side will give you your yaw maneuver, your 360 twist type motion when the drone's laying flat. And these are the goggles N3. They're good for 2.5 hours of flights in the vision. And they got internal fans to keep the lenses from defogging, and these 2 lenses look at one big LED screen that's inside. And then you got the Neo drone that came with it, which is a lightweight, under 250 gram drone. I added the camera guard because I smashed it into a fence a few times, and I added these orange prop guards to give it a little more bump resistance. Without adding a lot of weight. And with the Neo, you can fly it with your cell phone. You can fly it with either one of these 2 controllers, or you can fly it with just the drone in hand, and you can see your 3 kind of drone selfie cut type maneuvers. You got to follow me, you got a launch move, you got a circle, you got a spiral around you. You got a straight up, and you got what's called a droney, which is just flying towards you or flying away maneuver, all by hitting the one button. Now we're on our way out to a part of an old World War II aerial base to fly my Neo drone around. And we're also giving our second test to our water-cooled air conditioner in the side-by-side. So as you can see, the windows are all buttoned up. I got her blowing on medium fan speed. I'm staying relatively cool. Last night I flew the Neo around the yard a bit. Had several crashes in trees and bushes. I adjusted some of the settings for the rates of your controller, and I just kind of winged it, but I downloaded a couple of YouTube videos last night that explain what other people used, and that'll be my first adjustments on the screen when I get ready to fly. And I'm gonna put it in at least 1 battery in full manual FPV, and hopefully I won't have to travel too far to retrieve it when I do crash it, because I suspect if I'm crashing it in sport mode every once in a while because it's not handling it that great, since I put those bumper guards on, the prop protectors, and a little bit of aluminum camera guard. And I don't think that made that big of a difference personally, but it might be a reason. Then I randomly changed those settings for how responsive the drone is and the controller is. Once I get them reset to what these other people are using, we'll take her for a flight and find out. This is not a replacement for DJI tutorials, but I'll give you a little rundown of some of the settings that you'll see that you program through your goggles. This is how you set up video mode and the menu to turn on the fans for your
goggles N3, and then we're going to scroll down and do the controller settings. The remote controller settings, you go through what buttons you want to set up and how you get the FPV into manual mode. And it also will give you some diagrams there, as you've seen previously, that how you tune your actual joysticks by screwing in and screwing out different screws that relax the controls and the spring back of the joysticks. And then you can go into the menu, which is your settings for your drone to fly, and it's all done through your goggles. And you'll do your expo, your maximum rate settings, your controller sensitivity for your roll, pitch, and yaw maneuvers. You'll also notice down the bottom there's a manual mode for altitude limit. I got that on, so I can't go beyond the maximum legal flight height restrictions in your area. You can turn that off, and then it goes unlimited. When flying, this is the visual you'll get through your goggles. Your altitude, your controller mode, your battery life of your goggles, controller and drone. And you will also get the controllers if you have an impact, that will show impact, and motor stop if you're out of manual mode. Otherwise, the motors will continue to run full speed until you switch it to a different mode. When switching to manual mode, you'll go back to settings, the controller, remote control, then over to the bottom of the menu that says custom settings, and you'll press manual. Then what was never noticed is that to fully set it in manual, you'll have to set both joysticks to the center position at the same time to lock it into manual mode, which is a verification step. I haven't seen that on any other videos, but there is good videos about changing your settings that you should pay attention to.
Back home, and I crashed the drone good enough that I tore some props up on it and didn't bring any spares with me, so I only flew one battery. But I cruised around for a bit, kicked up a lot of dust, and...
Hi everybody, we're back home, and we're going to change out the props from the 3 props to these 5 props, or 5 fin prop, and they're all directional. We got the ones that are from DJI, the replacement ones that are standard 3 prop, and these ones got a code on them. So the 2 opposite corners have to match and go the same way. And there's a code on these props, so your front right and your rear left have to have a D51-5 prop. And your front left and your rear right has to have a D51-5R prop. So we're going to replace one at a time. We're going to take our fin guards off, and we got new screws also. trying to be gentle. Don't want to pry it too hard. And this is the first time I've done it. There. Got one side off. I got replacements for these upper guards. Oh, I think I did this outside prop. There. And the second prop came off easier. So I got a split here in this second prop, which isn't a good thing. And the rest look pretty good. Yeah, I pulled that apart. There. I had to pry the dent apart and snap it back together. Now it's good. I got my props organized. I got them all put in the same direction. Put the backs of the blades facing up as they would go. I got a bunch of new screws, so let's do the front. Oh, and I just noticed the standard DJI props come with a shorter screw than these new ones do, because this got a recessed base where the screws screw into the props. So you can see I chewed up the edges of the prop pretty good, hidden a few tree branches and stuff. And the difference between the new prop and the old prop, you got this recessed base where this is flat and flush where the screws go in. And underneath, almost looks like there's a groove where the motor sits down in, where this only sits flush. I don't know if I like that a lot. Now let's take a look at these replacement ones. Yes, the replacement 3-blade sit down deep, but I'm going to try these 5-blade anyways. So we'll put these screws away, and we'll get out 2 of these new screws. Props dug up so you can see the difference, and you can see the damage on that bottom one. I'm thinking that might have been some of my flight last night. It's a problem that these blades were already previously damaged and I'm not getting the control of them that I was supposed to. Now let's do this back rear. There's that real bad prop that I tore up. Missing a thing. This one's almost broke off, so tore 2 of the 3 props right off it. prop guards on, upper. I noticed one thing too, I broke off one of these lower factory guards there off the motor mount, so I don't know if that's affected me any either. But it is what it is.
Okay, we got new prop blades on, the 5 blade instead of the 3 like the standard. We're going to give her a try here. We got a fresh battery, we're back at home. Let's see if we can make it fly better than it has been. Okay, drone's ready to go. Remote's ready to go. Screen ready to go. Fans turned on. Ready to shoot. When taking off, you always take off in sport and normal mode. You'll start your cross by hitting it to low center on both joysticks, which will start the motor and it'll indicate on the screen. Then you'll take off by upping the throttle. Your drone will hover wherever you leave the throttle at.
Here at the end of the video, we're going to see another launch sequence. You're going to see it through a 360 camera view and through what I see through the goggles and different steps. We're going to adjust the camera angle, which also adjusts your speed in manual mode. The steeper the angle, the steeper incline the drone will fly. Most of these Neo videos I see, people fly at around 15% camera angle, which gives you a greater speed in forward movement. And I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe and like the video. Share it if you wish. And I really appreciate your continued support.